What's up, welcome back. We are here in State of Survival State 827, and guys, today we are going to be talking about Sotf, or Survival of the Fittest. But anything what will you learn in today's video you can use in SVS also, just with about different types of materials and stuff. But basically what I'm going to be teaching you today, this is primarily for newer players. I'm going to teach you how to get very high score, or basically first rank in Survival of the Fittest. And in order to do that, you just need to be focusing and being very strategic about stuff what you are doing. First things first, before the event starts, you should already have your things sorted and planned. And of course, let's be honest, you cannot do these things if you don't have enough materials, for example. So first things first, you need to find your materials, and when you have them, you need to make a list. This is the stuff I found it online for each day, so if something is wrong, it's not my fault, it's just that you are in a different generation that I am. But you can find these things online for each generation, what kind of Survival of the Fittest you're going to have. For me was generation 10. So I'm going to be putting on the screen for each day what are you able to get points for. So basically for first day, out of all of this stuff, we are going to be focusing on plasma courses and speed ups. For day 2, out of all of the things, we would be focusing on race plays, upgrading heroes, or treasure capsules in a rally enhancement. If you are in a newer state, you probably don't have this thing right now to be, and also you need to be at least HQ 30 to have rally enhancement feature unlocked. So you can, for example, if you have this unlocked, you can do just race plays and treasure capsules and save your fragments from heroes for the other days. So yeah, for day 3, probably you should be just upgrading your badges and getting them sorted using all of your materials what you can if you are pushing. If not, just upgrade 1 or 2 to be able to fill all of the requirements for it, and upgrading stuff in your hero appointment. So yeah, you can get these materials quite easy just by playing the game, participating in the rallies of affected fiends. For day 4, you should be just upgrading and training your troops using your speed ups for training, but sadly we are not getting points on that day for speed ups, but yeah. And of course upgrading behemoths if you already have them. So yeah, if you are one of the older states that already have behemoths, you can also be upgrading them and getting some extra points. On day 5, it's clear as day, upgrading our hero armor using our hero gear parts and hero gear designs. Of course, if you can, focus on your infantry, they are one of the most important ones. So yeah, first max them out, then hunters, and lastly riders. On day 6, we are going to be upgrading our aircraft system if you have, and if not, just split your items into upgrading and training more troops, because that's basically one of the best stuff that you can do. Also, if you're not pushing that much, for example, and you don't have your aircraft material, or you don't have aircraft still, you can also upgrade some of your chief gear depending on how many materials you have, because in my script you're going to be using all of your materials for chief gear on the last day. Exactly how I said, on day 7 we are going to be increasing high score of chief gear and of course collecting the supplies. And if you are a newer player, you probably don't understand, or at least I didn't understand first time I saw it, what does it mean collect supplies? That's basically collecting resources from locations like this. All of these locations counts. Basically you can get points by collecting food, wood, metal or gas. Anything will count. And one of the good things or tactics that people usually do, day before they send marches. For example, for me it takes 19 hours to collect full level 9 building with 33 million wood, food, or 7 million metal, or 1.6 million gas. It takes me around 19 hours. So basically what people would do, they will send the march day before to start gathering and make it, like for example, they do the math and they just send the march exactly, so they would come back after the next day starts, so they would instantly get a lot of points just from resources, and then just again send the marches out. So that's one of the ways you can get these things to work and get quite a lot of points just by gathering your resources. But so yeah, I hope this will help you in your journey through SVS and Sotf. This is basically my list how I would prefer or how I did it. When you see over here in your event page survival of the fittest or SVS, click on the roles and you are going to be able to find information about what can you do each day. Prepare yourself, look through your items, what you have, what you don't have, what you can spend, what you can't, and decide how would you arrange your resources throughout the week. Of course, if you don't have that much materials, you won't be able to get very high score, but with a bit of planning and a lot of grinding or spending the money, you can easily get to very high scores. Like for example, last time I was so close to get a first place, but the guy passed me in last minute. So yeah guys, that should be it for today's video. I hope you liked it and I hope some of you learned a bit more about survival of the fittest and SVS. So yeah guys, see you in the next video and stay awesome.